Now the Sunday, welcome back. Today we are going to continue our journey for Final Fantasy IX. What did we do last time? We wrecked a bunch of stuff. We went through the town of Lindblum, which is actually a major city, and we competed in the Festival of the Hunt. We won. We got lousy money, but again, I'm not complaining too much. I do like $1 or $2. We also recruited a potentially non-binary ally, so that's something. We'll see Queen in a little bit, who fights with a fork, and then we, split the party. Just like anybody who's ever played a tabletop role-playing game before, you should know to never split the party, yet for plot purposes, they just gone ahead and did that and ruined it. Before we go into today's game, I just thought I would address, the last time we streamed, somebody was like, what is a remaster? And so, Final Fantasy IX came out for the PlayStation 1 a million years ago. And so, of course, when they brought it onto new systems like the, PC and, even some of the next-gen consoles, like you can play it on Xbox One or PlayStation 4, they did a little bit of something. But, there are these really hardcore fans that love what they do, and, they really love this game just as much as I probably do. However, they actually did something about it. And so they took the time to redesign and refresh even further, the music, the videos, the pre-rendered drawn backgrounds, and they just refreshed every single one of them. So when it came time to do that, they essentially had to mod the game to be able to apply their visual changes. And so, one of the tags for this stream is the Magari mod. And so it allows you to do all of these things and make it look a lot better. It doesn't really change the gameplay so much, but just a matter of, it looks pretty cool. And so, when we're playing through the game, it is kind of like seeing it a little bit different than before. And maybe one day, someday, we will, of course, get the remake that I so much desire. But let's not belay the point. Let's get into our game here. And we're going to pick up where we were once it launches. So, one of the few things that we did while we were just about finished was we pointed out that in this game you have the ability to save in multiple save slots, and so that's what we're doing right now. And we're just going to continue off of the last one. We were playing as Garnet and Steiner, except of course Garnet gets renames to whatever you want, and we just kept the default names for this playthrough. And so Dagger and Steiner are on their way back to Alexandria, so that way they can confront Queen Brani, which is Garnet's mother, although they are of different races, completely different species. So that's a little insight for later. And we're trying to essentially stop a war that is already happening. And so, we're playing as Garnet and Steiner right now. We're still low leveled because when the party splits, unless you are actively in battle, it doesn't matter if they say that they killed a god, they don't get any experience until they go ahead and actually participate in said battle. So we've got a few different items here equipped. We will hopefully have a chance to level them up. But right now we're at a rest stop. Steiner's looking around to see what's possible for our journey, but I'm more concerned with Nanza, who's a little Moogle right here. And we have a letter for her from our friend Grima, which is another Moogle. And so if you were with us last time, you would remember Mary. Mary's our part-time worker that took the lift up with us. She is just a sweet woman who's smitten with her love. But for our purposes, she's also a merchant that we can use in case when we were playing with our other group, we of course used every single item under the sun. We also got a Kupo nut, so if we go back to the Moogle back in Burmecia, we can actually give it to him and get more points or items like that. all of these people are here working to repair a few different things, especially since we destroyed it with our airship. Well, it's not ours, and it definitely doesn't work anymore. And so we're really just waiting for the cable car to get here, and so it's going to be a little while before we get the chance, but we get to meet an old friend. There's no voice acting in this game, but sometimes I'll do a few things here and there. Obviously, of course, for plot, like, we're really focused on our two guys in the foreground, but you see our girl Mary in the background. We can see Cinna's demon eyes. So Cinna and Marcus are part of the Tantalus theater crew, which is also a secret thievery group, and is where Zidane is from. And they're probably returning to Lindblum for the fact that that's where their hideout is. Hey, Mary. Of course, Steiner is still on his high horse. He will never let it go until something drastic changes his whole worldview. Pluto ain't a planet no more, my friend. So in this argument, you know, Steiner really has his mindset on what is right and what's wrong. But slowly but surely, Garnet's seeing that things aren't as black and white as they appear. It's me, the princess. We didn't know if you survived. But come on, they're friendly. They helped me. I wanted to escape, remember? So obviously he's stuck in his mental mind, like, you shouldn't talk to anybody who's below your station. And so for probably what is the 15th time so far in this entire game, she's putting him in his place. He doesn't understand the concept that she wanted to run away. And now she's just chastising him once again. And the two of them are just laughing off to the side. But it's time to go. Just two good friends sending one another off. But today we're going to Treno as Dagger and Steiner. Treno's kind of like a medieval Vegas. It's got gambling, it's got parties, it's got an auction house, it's got everything. You know, it's just lights on 24/7. However, we're going to Treno because it's one more step closer to Alexandria, which is home. It's got a deal. Oh, we gotta get on the car. Let me on. And of course, we've got Mary, our constant companion. If you recall back, or if you've played the game before, you know that all the Tantalus thieves call themselves brother, because they're all thick as thieves. And of course, we left Blank in Evil Forest. And Blank is the one that kind of looks like he's like been sutured up from different pieces, but he was petrified as he was leaving, well, as he was trying to escape the evil forest with us. And so Marcus is here on a mission to find the super soft key ingredient. Love when they light up things in yellow or blue to be like, this might be important. We separated. Probably because he copped a feel. It's true, she's a princess. She's 16 years old. She must know everything about the world. Oh. Hi, Mary. How you doing? She's so committed to the love of her life. I gotta just give it to her. But what do you want, Mary? What do you need for yourself? I know Steiner's all hurt. He's upset. Is there a way that I can help save your friend? Wouldn't it just be better if, I don't know, you work together instead of trying to be macho? I think I read somewhere that once upon a time, Blank was supposed to be a party member, but I don't know how true that is. And I know that based on one of their stats, I think it's either Marcus or Cinna, it affects the stats of another character later on. It's time to get involved. Oh no, my good old friend. Black Waltz number 3? It's been running here this whole time. Why do you want to capture me? Well, why do you need to know? Oh, it's a secret. The secret's already fine. He went from rescue mission to genocide immediately. He is a little weaker, but we are still level 5s. And we don't have enough energy to summon anything. He's been chosen. If you haven't played a Final Fantasy game before, Protect specifically reduces damage to the Lord. Which I don't know how effective that will be against the magic caster, so I've just realized that I've wasted my point. But just gotta do something. We're also gonna speed this battle up a little bit. With the remastering, they gave like some additional. They're technically called cheats, but they just make the game go a little bit faster. That way you don't have to wait. Please die. Don't do that. So I think this is still at the point where none of the Black Waltzes will attack Garnet. Because they want her alive. But he's dead. I love that the final hit was 8 damage. And that he was carrying money on him. She knows. She just knows everything. She's an adult. Who would do such a thing? Well, what do you mean? Oh, it was your very queen. We're almost there. Get back on the car. We're almost there. I've already heard about the attack. I'm not blind. I'm not ignorant. She's saying she's matured. A lot has happened, even though it's been like, what, 3 days? She's a seasoned pro. She can do 8 damage now instead of 3. She's a real one. Goodbye, conductor. Go right to reach Treno and left to reach Dolly. So if we wanted to, we can go back and go to Dolly. We can also say hello to our friend Mary one more time. And we must. She's got some items. Like make everything nice and even. But before we go any further, in the battle against the Black Bolts, she mastered all of the abilities in all of her equipment. I don't know if we have anything to replace it, though. No, we do not. That's not fun. Or maybe, just maybe, is there anything you have that I can cheat? Not cheat. Switch. No. I tried. So Marcus is with us for a little bit, and as he stays with us, he is the one. So he's going to be the one where the higher his stats are now, the later on when we gain a new party member, they will have like correlated stats. I don't know how that works, but that's how they did it. Oh, she can jump. She's very fancy. So the reason why we're going right first is because the Treno area, I went the wrong way. The reason why I want to go towards Dolly first is because things are a little bit lower leveled, or at least they should be. And so it gives us a nice little chance to do not a lot, but a little bit of grinding, if they'll let us through. I don't know if they will. Hello? Thank you. I'm not sure if there's a... Oh, and I think one of the other things we can do is back in Dolly, I think we can do a little... It's not a cheat, like it's part of the game, but it's like a little bit of a secret where if you go into the mayor's room, you can get his key and get some free money. But we might die. Or maybe not. Thank you. Goodbye. I know that status afflictions persist through battle, but only certain ones. Like Steiner being slowed won't do anything. Hello, we're back. You were here 5 minutes ago. He's gone. Hello, small child. Yes, I'd like to stay here. Where has your father gone? He probably sold out too. I don't suppose we have a letter for you, Guomo? Or Gumo? We do! From Moy to Guomo. Yo! We've got Stillskin going around. That's not why we... Well, maybe I should say. It's been a hot minute. See, they're level 11. I'm level 6. Not 5. Not good. But we'll fix that. There might be some items we can get. I don't know if the store will change its inventory. Probably not. Oh, okay. We don't have a normal dagger. I like to have one of everything. Very big. Very big collective. It seems like we have everything else from this shop. So, no thank you. You've been no help. But, this is the mayor's house. And he's busy. But I think if we come in the other way now, he'll be gone? I don't remember. Honestly, I wish I did, but I don't. But what I should be able to do is I should be able to come over here where Garnet talked to this old woman the first time, and there's a little chest. Thank you for your elixir. Yes, ma'am, I do think that everything has drastically changed. And then we can go try to visit good old Morris, who of course is our coffee aficionado. And if we want that floating airship at the top left, we have to bring him different coffees, which I believe there are 3 of them. But I have none to give him today. So let's head on through. We could even go back through the ice cavern and go all the way down, but we're not going to do that. Since we got back attack, we have to... Well, I mean, we don't have to. We didn't do it before. But switching the order front to back changes how much damage. Or how much damage they receive. So like if they're in the back row, less damage. As part of the game, every character can be equipped with 5 things: weapon, headpiece, arm piece, chest piece, and then I guess something they hold or have. And one of the things we just got is a piece of ore. Gems have like a kind of significance to this game because they relate to summons and stuff. But the ore one right away doesn't have anything in its skull, at least for right now. We won't be here very long, especially with the speed up. But we do want to make sure that we have everything that we need in terms of abilities. And Steiner has not had the opportunity to do much ability growth. Come on, die. I think we might not only need to do like 2 or 3 more of those. And then we'll be heading to the opposite side of that gate that we just saw. I think if we had it might be called the locomotor or locomotion ability. It wouldn't be possible for Steiner to be slowed, I think. Or it might be stopped. I don't remember. Alright, 2 more. And then we'll be like roughly level 8. So we're trying to like catch up to the other party group. That way when they come back together, it's not such an easy divide between who we should actually use versus who is useless. One more for Garnet. And they're gone. Okay, one more. We're trying to hit level 7. Oh, this is something different. There are a set of friendly creatures in the game that want things, and you can only meet the next one only after you give the previous one the item it requests. So the first one we're meeting is Moo, and Moo wants an ore. As you go through the game, they'll ask for more precious gemstones, like a ruby and a topaz, and ultimately a diamond. So here Moo's telling us, tell Mr. Ghost I said hi, because that should be the next person we meet. You don't get any experience, but you get AP for doing this, and it's also a way for you to get, I believe it's one of the pieces you need for like one of the summons that you can unlock. But you can meet a cat that looks like really like it's in a scared position, and that one just tries to cheat you out of things. So you never forget it the first time when they cheat you, but if you don't know, you don't know. You're making moves. So we're gonna hop on through Southgate. They're gonna let us through. We have one. Open the gate! And now we're going to head across into Treno, which, as I was saying before, is kind of like a medieval Vegas. I mean, you might say it's like a New York City kind of thing, but it's just got the vibe. Like, it's got the lights and the people, and there are some showgirls, and there's an auction house. Like, in my mind, I kind of associate that with Vegas. Although Vegas does have more to offer than that. I went recently in December, and there were just so many different things to do, to love, enjoy, and have fun with. So we're gonna head to Treno in a minute, but we're just gonna explore over here and see if there's anything to see. We can actually do this at a faster speed too. Changing weapons makes such a big deal. When we were doing the Feast of the Hunter 4, we have Zidane next 3 weapons. So when we skip to the last one, like, instead of doing 80 damage, it did 400 damage. But if you skip learning those abilities, you can be lucked out. Is there anything else that's over here? I don't see anything. Oh, another hint that Marcus is not a permanent character is that they don't have a trance bar. So the next time we go into battle, you'll see that underneath their active time battle gauge, there's just no trance bar at all. Even though he's been in the party a few times. I like the idea of guest party members that like come in from time to time. Final Fantasy XII was very big with that. You used to have people come and go all the time. You'd have a party of 3, and the guest would be your 4th. But it's not very common. Okay, you've mastered this, so you can move on to that. And do we have any new abilities to equip? So we could do cover and take damage to someone else, but I don't think we're gonna have that problem. Marcus doesn't learn any abilities because he's, of course, a guest character. And Garnet hasn't learned any passive abilities, just active ones, like Protect and Cure and things like that. And you're gone! I think level 7's not that bad at this point. At least I don't think so. So this is the dock city of Treehouse, also known as the City of Nobles. We need to find a noble who has super soft. People like you turn the city into a slum. Like, not everything is so slanderous, Steiner, please. Do you think I'd let you commit a crime before my very eyes? Yes, we're going to steal it. Perhaps we could buy it? Steiner's not a very good guard. His heart's in the right place usually, but very poorly. And now he's gone. So we've only split the party thrice now? That guy that walked by is Alleyway Jack, who has a bunch of different names, and there's that brief, it's so small. There's like a brief moment where you can click the react button. I don't know if you can actually do it, but you lose money if you don't click it. There's a little fountain over here too. You can throw money in. I can't remember what happens if you keep doing it, but I believe if you do it 20 times, something happens. That might just be my imagination, but I feel like this guy that's in front of it's like, I found so much money in the well and I was able to do this with it. And it makes like a small little thing happen on later, but I don't remember. But 200 gil isn't gonna put us, Oh, okay, so that's what it was. So somebody later will make a comment about it, but we got the Gemini coin right then. So there's a few different key items in this game that are named after astrology signs. These are coins. And so they tell a story on them. And when they're put all together, they lead you to something. So let's go find Garnet. Are we following Marcus, or are we following Garnet running after somebody? Come back here! With his forearms. Oh, I'm coming for you. There's a few different places that you can go, but we're gonna go right where, in the scene that we're in now, because we can meet the Stelazio woman, which is the one that collects the coins, and you get rewards for each of those. Yeah, maybe not towards the drunkard. Perhaps to the old man. Hello? Huh? My wife died 3 years ago. What does that have to do with Super Soft? Oh, really? I'm doing fine, but thanks for asking. I may be old, but I'm still healthy. Well, what is he trying to suggest? Thank you, crazy man. There's a bunch of people enjoying their outdoor dining. That goes into another building, but we're going this way to hopefully speak to the Stelazio woman. She is a bird woman, to be clear. Please take my coins, I insist. Later on, if you collect all of them, she gives you them all back, so that way you can find the last one, which I believe is called a Fuchsia's. So we made all of our money back, but we have a second coin to give. What will you give me for this? A phoenix chicken. I need more. It would be funny if just one of them was like hiding behind Glory Stone. We're gonna keep going on. We're gonna have to come back here later for a card contest. It's a required part of the game, so we'll actually get to see Triple Triad. Or, is that what it's called in this game? Oh. So we know who this is. This is Kuja from the Dragon Rider from Bermesia that essentially slaughtered everybody and made the Black Mages. But Garnet wasn't there. She doesn't know who that is. Let's check in on how Marcus is doing. We have Natalie and Mario right here, who are just experiencing life on the downtrodden. They have large ambitions to become nobles themselves. They have the walk for it. Hello, Mr. Drunk Man. Have you seen what I'm looking for? No. But there's a Moogle. Hello, sir. We have a letter from Stiltskin. So that's the Moogle that's like dressed kind of in the army camo kind of look, and that's traveling the world. And he was in Bermesia recently. We ran into him. I wonder if the old man will be like, "What do you say?" Now, if you're just playing this game for the story and not for a challenge or for the strategy, you can turn on the setting that just lets you do 9,999 damage and take on like super strong enemies like that bird creature down there. But right now, we just don't have the strength or the party, because we're just one person, to take them on. But we can see if they have any kind of items that we want to get. There's a few different pieces of equipment that we can get here to level up our team. Might be running out of money though. We're out of money. And we only need 1,000 more. All right, so what can we get rid of? Because we'll make more money later. But just having it now makes things so much better. Alright, we can get rid of the high potion. We can sell some of these. We only need one. And I think we have enough now. Perfect. So Steiner's still learning how to, for some of these things, but here we have something we can equip. And because Iron Sword and Rubber Helm are teaching us the same ability, although it will level up faster, we can also just change one of them to something else. So we'll leave the Rubber Helm for right now, but we'll bring up our attack by a lot and learn Armor Break. Bye, little bird creature. I will destroy you later. At an undetermined time. Hello? I found you. Later on, when we have massive amounts of money, we'll just come and buy everything. But not before a quick glance up above for our departed antagonist. Now that we have Garnet back, we can also upgrade her equipment. So we can see that she can learn Scan and then 3 abilities at once. We want to make sure we don't miss a single ability. So overall, she's stocked up. And now she'll have some options to equip. Insomniac prevents sleep. We rarely ever will see in this game the poison or venom status, and it actually doesn't even make it into other Final Fantasy games. At least ones that I can recall off the top of my head. But Petrify, big one. Hello, old man, it's me. Naturally telling a story of when I was young. Bye, ugly. Now, at any time we can leave. We can leave the city and just go and level up a little bit more, but it's not really necessary. At least for right now. We found one corn chip. We found Taurus. Taurus is one of the coins, so we'll go back to our good friend before we follow Marcus. Now, you don't have to ever look at any of those, oh, I forgot what they're called. But when we were playing as Steiner and taking a peek of where Garnet and Marcus were, but if you don't do them, it can be harder to find out where to go. What are you going to give me for your third coin? More money! No complaints from me. Okay. We're gonna just give this Moogle a brief little chat. Because we have made some literal money moves since we've last saved. And then also the next time we probably save will be before we have to do the card tournament. I don't expect we'll win, but maybe if we really want to win, I'll save. If we don't win, we'll restart. But we know Marcus went in here. We'll heal up in case we need to, because saving doesn't automatically heal you in this game. And then we're gonna see where Marcus is hiding. Hello? We're ready to commit a crime. Let's go. Now, I don't believe Trano is part of the Alexandrian Empire or Kingdom. But if it is, the princess to be queen could probably get them out of any crime. I'm not waiting. Will you please hear my counsel and turn back? I've actually never even turned around to talk to him, but of course, no way. I'm here to commit a crime. Did you know breaking and entering is a crime? Now, normally, more the merrier, right? But he does shake. He makes noises. Like when Steiner jumps around, you hear his rusty armor go. I'd literally be like, you're staying behind. Baku trying to lay a little philosophical moment on Steiner, but he ain't gonna learn. At least not right now. Not bad. Better if I didn't have to see those ugly vermin and the ugly elephant lady. I just imagine Kuja is always speaking with some kind of elevated, like affluent background type of attitude, and he's just like, I mean, he's everything that's wrong, right? He's racist very clearly, but he's just trapezing around in a thong. Yes, I trust you to go to Clara now. I like the motif. I think it's a motif. I think that's what it's called. They're talking about a canary. They played I Want to Be a Canary at the beginning as the play. He's very hyped, though. For a mother-daughter reunion. And here we have Garnet's inner monologue. She's like, I'm committing a crime. What has become of me, mother? Oh, it's Steiner's inner monologue. Even he actually has a thought. As you become an adult, you start to realize that nobody knows what they're doing until they figure it out. But in these types of societies, everybody just thinks that the monarchy is so godly that they just would never not know what to do. I'll probably never see him again, monkey boy. And now we've got Garnet's inner thoughts about her going, it's all your fault. It's all literally your fault. But she might need to start taking a little bit of responsibility for herself. She's decided that she's going to commit a crime. However, usually with princesses and queens and that, they never think of such little people before. We are looking for the super soft in a store. Someone's coming. It's a mole man. must find more ink and go back to the observatory. Should I take care of him? Like, literally gonna just knock out this old man? Wait! Princess, no! He can barely see what's right in front of him. Dr. Tot! It's you, Princess! Dr. Tot? Of course we know Dr. Tot. What on earth are you doing here? Well, we're looking for Super Soft. Steiner's an idiot. Just keep your mouth shut. We have to go find him in the tower. Bye, Dr. Tot. You know, I know it's implied that Dr. Tot has some kind of investment in this business, but what if he also was just looking to take some ink and steal it? And then the shopkeeper is like, I'll get ya. You're not at the mercy of an old man. Although you do have a cute little pink mustache. I'm gonna take him to get the Super Soft. I think right before we do that, though, we're just gonna hop out of Trainer real quick and just do a quick 1 or 2 more levels. Just so that way we're not immediately murdered next time. And they're really close. Maybe we'll get some more abilities too. I like that in this game. I don't think they did it in some of the previous games, but based on the type of weapon you pick changes what they're actually holding. So Garnet can equip rods and rackets, and so they look completely different. And that continues on through, I think, almost every Final Fantasy except maybe up to 15. I know in 10 you definitely switch weapons all the time. And in 12, different characters can hold different kinds of weapons and they all look great. It's Mr. Ghost! But we have a problem. I don't think I have the thing Mr. Ghost is gonna want. Oh, he just wants more ore. You can have it, bro. Perhaps the first 1 or 2 just want the easy thing. Please give my best regards to Ladybug. And Garnet learned Antibody. So we'll see if we can replace anything. The glass armlet with the bone wrist. So although this isn't going to give Garnet a new ability, it does raise all of her stats, so we're definitely going to attach that anyway. Turn around! There's an ability you can get for some of the characters, Garnet being one of them, that's called Healer. And so you know, you're limited in how much magic you can cast with all your MP, your magic points, mana points, whatever you call them. And so if you're out of them, you can't heal anybody unless you have an item. But if you have the healer ability equipped in, any attack you make is healing effect instead. And so as a kid, I never recognized that, and so I would just attack enemies and accidentally heal them. Unless they were undead, then that would hurt them. But it's a no-cost way to heal your pals, like your team members, because you can attack your team. Just like you can target them with anything that you have going on. Interestingly, there's even like a little tactic that some people use where they'll cast Reflect, which, as the name implies, reflects all magic casted on that person back at the enemy. But it does more damage. And so if you cast Reflect on an ally or yourself, and then you cast like a really devastating black magic spell, it reflects off them, but instead of it going back to the caster, it goes to the other side of the playing field, so between player and enemy. And so it was like a way to do more damage. Alright. So the thing that I really wanted to happen was for Dagger to finish learning Scan from the Racket, so that way we could move up to the Mithril Rod. Not because of the attack bonus, but this rod alone gives 3 new abilities, and of course, the most important one, at least for right now, is going to be life. So if somebody goes down, we don't need a Phoenix down anymore. We're still going to keep them on stock because Garnet might not always be in our party, and also it is based on MP, but for the purposes of, like right now, if Marcus or Steiner go down, we now have an easy way to get people back up. We're just gonna get Steiner to level 9, and then I promise we'll go down. Which, if we get 2 more enemies in the next battle, that should be it. Was it enough? Okay, it was perfect. Steiner also learned Armor Break, but I don't think we have a sword above the Mithril sword to go up above yet. But that's okay. Hello, my friend. Or more aptly put, hello, the creep. So we found the tower. Found a free weapon. And we're just going to slowly make our way up the tower. I imagine that this side of the building is cut away just for our viewing pleasure, and it's not actually with a hole in it, but what do I know? Are we getting vibes? Are we getting the feeling that Dr. Tott's about to throw us off the top of this platform, or what? Thank you for coming. Welcome to my humble abode. This is your home? I've traveled quite far in search of a sponsor for my research, and I finally found one here in Treehouse. But more about you and your womanly figure. The Super Soft is in the box right there. Please take it. Have you no manners? Now he can save his bro. This is a picture of our globe. I feel like if you live in a society that's like older, like it's not in an information age, how could you not be encaptured by the fact that there are places that you have literally never heard of? Like, obviously today, in today's day and age, you can just look it up and you can drop a pin and show up on Google Maps and be like, oh, this is what this place kind of looks like. But the fact is, like, most people in this world don't even know that there's other continents, let alone there's other places on their own continent that they've never been. And so here we have Dr. Tot talking about a summoner tribe from about 500 years ago, and that they use jewels, so like those topazes and rubies I mentioned earlier, as a way to do something. And eidolons, or eidolons, depending on how you pronounce it, are the summons for this game. Dr. Tot! Ah, princess. Were you reading big books again? I've already read every book in this library. That is impressive. Like, it's definitely a flex. I know. I don't like reading, says the princess. But there's one book I like. And so the play shows up once again. I never knew our castle was shaped like a sphere. We live on the surface, princess. Where's my room on this globe? Oh, your room is far too small. What about the castle? That I can do. And now they're in the globe. I don't mean to meddle in your affairs, but I am on your side now and forever. So he's not here to betray us. Dr. Tot. Dr. Tot, you have a secret tunnel in your tower. Yes, keep the party together, please. Oh, Dr. Tot, there are monsters underground. Garganru. An ancient travel route between Trino and Alexandria. It's been around forever. We need to find and activate the triggers. When you finally meet a Garganru, it isn't a person, but when you meet the creatures of Garganru, you're gonna be like, oh. Right or left? This way, I guess. They're massive. They're pretty strong. And a lasting bone worm. now dead. Ooh, they're going to give us a lot of chance to level up here. So we need to reach that. Ominously says feed on it, though. Okay, so perhaps we have to go the other way. Little chest. Perhaps that can help Steiner out. No, actually. Chain plate seems to be something for a Marcus-type character. But we're not going to put anything on Marcus because when Marcus leaves the party, I don't believe we'll get any of the items that they have equipped. Go this way. There it is. Pull the lever, Kronk. Here it comes. A gargant. Now we must stop it. And it just keeps going around and around and around. It's kind of cute in its own way. And just like everybody on the planet, food can stop people in their tracks. The princess is bright, but she is naive. Bye, Dr. Hug. And we're off. This thing above us is just... Why did it stop? Ooh, it looks like it's afraid. Princess! Oh! It's ugly! Let's see if we can get anything good from it. Okay, we've got a bone wrist. We'll take it. The one time I say we'll never see poison or venom. And here it is. Reveal your weaknesses to me. Purple thing. And it missed. Okay, I guess we don't need to. Well, we can speed it up. Guess I'm ready. It ran away! It knew it was going to be beat. So I know they just took us out here, but if they give us a chance, we should turn around. How do we get out? Well, we go the only way we haven't come from. Dr. Tot told me about this place. My ancestors built this place to keep enemies from invading. Princess, we can hear your stories later. See, the one time he finally decides not to listen, and oh. And then he immediately blames the one person who's never been here before. And now they're trapped. They fell for it. Fell for it, they did. Zorn! Oh, but isn't it such a shame they don't listen to you anymore? Because you're all under arrest. We will take you to your mother, whether you like it or not. What is going on? And like any storyteller, they rip you right away from a moment of interest to somewhere else. So here we have Zidane, Vivi, Quina, and Freya resting after they got slaughtered by General Beatrix, the baddest in town. But everybody in the city of Bermesia has essentially been slaughtered, except for the ones that disappeared to Clara. So now they're going to rush off, hopefully. And naturally, Quina, who you don't need to have in the party right now, is just like, okay, I'll go with you. There might be food there. We're gonna figure it out with the little blue text that tells me everything I need to know. So they put us right outside of Bermesia, and so while we're here, we're just gonna make sure that we upgrade all of our lovely equipment. Thankfully, because Dagger collected most of it. There's a few different things that we can unlock. So we'll see what we can get out of this. Okay, you can't unlock anything from there. You're already wearing these boots. Okay, so we've got to do one more battle with Freya, so that way they can do this and we can move to the next weapon. Now, all of Quina's weapons, which are forks, by the way, they fight with a fork, have all of the same ability, which is High Tide. So we never have to worry about moving it up. And also there's only 4 or 5 forks in the whole game. But what's great is the fork, even though it has a variable attack range, it does in fact do a lot of damage when you give it the right chance. Switch out some of our things here, though. We're not going to run away, so I don't think we need that anymore. Everybody's kind of got their health now, so I don't think we should do that. But perhaps we will make stealing better? You can find some really good stuff by just stealing. I don't know if we're going to see any of these things, if I'm being quite honest with you, but we'll take it as it comes. And now we just stab everything. which is exactly what we needed to level up Triangular. So now we can switch Freya's weapon, and now everybody's kind of hitting on the same kind of flow, I guess is the right word. We can also see on the map, right over here, that this is the game doesn't track based on character or perspective. It just bases this yellow dot on the last location that you played in was. And so we're over here, which is where Burmecia is, where Clara is, but over here, that's where Alexandria is, because that's where Garnet was. And so if we ever go back and play as Garnet, if it worked out that way, and we got left here, we would see that. But we're headed this way. And we can do some nice things at a quicker pace. Now Clara's in that, and so we will be going there in a hot minute, but to level up a little bit, but also to just see if we're not going to miss anything else, we're just taking a quick look around. I know there's this little space over here, but I don't know if we're going to find anything good. I should also remember to eat things. So, Quina is a blue mage, which means they learn the abilities of their enemies. And in order for Quina to do that, Quina eats their enemies. So we've unlocked a few different kinds of abilities so far, but there's always more to unlock. Everybody is asleep. Imagine we weren't playing this on a faster speed. Like, how long would this take for them to not be asleep? The question is, Quina, can you eat it? Ah. So the move it just used on us when the battle started and put everybody to sleep, we can now do it. I don't know why we would do it, but we can. We can also remove silence from Quina, so that way if we do want to use any of Quina's abilities, we can heal. Which is one of the many benefits of having Quina in the party this early, because none of the other characters really have a healing ability. But we're making our way downtown. We're looking all over the place to see. You again. We just saw Quina in trance. I don't think Quina's trance is very good, in my opinion. It changes the E command to the cook command, which means that instead of the enemy needing 25% less or less health to be able to consume it, cook it just as 50%. I believe trance does make like your stats a little higher and things like that, but overall, with that happen. Wake up! Rather insulting in my opinion to get taken down by a fork, but go off, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna take off the silence off of our black mage. Big knee. We'll just see everybody a little bit. When we get back to the Clara area with the sandy treehouse, we will use a tent, just like before we healed up. Before we go inside, what is effectively a dungeon. I don't know if it'll work in this version of the game, but in the original, the way random encounters was calculated, like how often you ran into an enemy on the world map, was determined by how many steps you took consecutively. So in the original, if you just moved one step at a time, you would have a lower chance of it happening. So instead of running like this, you just went, because every single time you're stopping, it resets whatever part of the formula increases the probability. I'm not a speedrunner. I'll never claim to be one, but notice how we have not yet had a single encounter just yet. So, for people who are trying to get through the game quick, or if they're trying to do something about it, maybe they just don't want to have an encounter or something like that, we'll cheat code our way. Okay. I think we're a little above level here, which is not a complaint at all. It's you again! Ooh, that was close. 2 health. So we're up against Clear now, but before we go inside, we're going to call our Moogle friend and heal everybody up, especially with Vivi having 2 HP. And we're going to save for the first time as Zidane and Co. I still don't understand how you need to make it to a certain point in this game by the 12-hour mark to get Steiner's ultimate weapon. Crazy. Are we ready to climb a sandy treehouse? I don't know if we'll make it to Sword City, although technically we have. We have to go up all that. So it's gonna take a while. The fact that somebody had to actually draw that and like make it come out looking right, just, oh my god, like the talent. And then not even to mention not only was the game remastered, but then all of those pros that like just from a fan perspective for free went in and redid it to make it even better. Okay, we do not want to fall into any of the sand pits, but we do want to find some money. Magician shoes. Okay, so each one of them can learn a little something something out of this. For right now, we're going to give it to Vivi because of the stats to the magic ability. Is there anything over here? Oh, I didn't even see that chest. It's just so casually hidden behind the tree leaves. We can climb up that, but we can also go this way. Why don't we climb up this first and see if there's anything of interest? Okay, nothing just yet. If you're familiar with sand puzzles or dungeons, you might imagine you know what happens next. What's in the hole? I can't see a thing. So let's blindly slam our hands in it. Here comes the sand. So now we can't go back the way we came. But, as one might imagine, things are pretty filled up over here now. Nothing to find just yet. But we'll keep looking. Now, if you'd like to criticize, you're more than welcome. But you might be wondering, you know, why keep buying equipment if the game is just gonna help you find it? Well, the reason for that is because later on we need to synthesize some of the equipment together for it to have any use. Excuse me, sir, do you live here? Strange people came into town and destroyed the whole place. I believe Atla is the Mughal from Burmecia. And my friend Monev, I don't think you're gonna be okay. I love the save menu for this game because of like the portrait and stuff. And so like on the PlayStation 3, if you were to play this game, you really didn't get the same experience because it used like the PlayStation 3 disc saving menu. So I'm a fan of that too. Hello, little cretins. Trouble juice? Sounds nasty. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I do not know what trouble juice does. But we can see that Quina is infected with it. It is the trouble status effect. We don't know what trouble does, but I know we can get rid of it with our one and only anointing. So we found a bunch of different staff so far, but we'll keep looking. Hello? Is anyone here? Alright, a few different ways to go. But first, I see a secret chest back here. Some desert boots. Looking good, but doesn't do much for me. Looks good, but doesn't, again, do anything for me. Alright, so we'll just put them on, because they do a little something for them. And then there's one over here. This cretin. With its tinier cretin inside of it. So the sand golem I don't think actually does anything, but you need to destroy the core. And it might be out of reach for certain characters if they're not able to do a ranged attack. Okay, we found a remedy. Well, let's go this way and see if we can find anything. I think we're supposed to go to the right. Could be wrong. Maybe need to go to the left. Oh, we went left. I mean, the other way. Found a vest in there. Maybe that will be useful for somebody. Yes. Now, I know that for some of the game, there's like a strategy to use auto potion, which basically once somebody gets hurt, they automatically use one of the potions in your inventory to heal them up a little bit. But oh man, just pass. Okay, so we are collecting coin peeps. Ooh, I seem to be stuck now. Oh. I guess that just loops around. I wonder if going back will do anything. I'm really trying to do it all today. Doesn't look like it. But now that we've closed the little gate over there, we can walk up this way with no problem. Oh, no. Get out of there. Okay, but we need to get those. We're not leaving without those. Question is, how do we get them? Just some careful walking, I guess. I don't remember exactly what happens if you get sucked in. I don't know if you just end up downstairs or something else happens. For all I know, you're supposed to fall down one of them for the purposes of getting an item, but I don't recall. This thing looks like Disney came up with it. Swallow. Release. Oh. He's gonna eat us all up. Oh, so since they were swallowed, they don't get any experience. They're not permanently gone, though. That's a good one. I just feel like we have an enemy, like not an enemy, like mini boss coming up. Hello. With all that, we've made it to the top. As we can see that they are a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? People? As opposed to the Burmesians being a little bit more warrior-like. The king is alive! Okay, you go, and I'm gonna go party. Bye, Freya. So I would not like you to show me around. But please don't feel bad about it. I'll go search for tasty munchies. Thank you for your money. We'll be back here in a little bit. Okay, let us show you around. Please, go off, sis. Do you. I've lived here once or twice. What's everybody up to? This town. Got no yummy yummies anywhere. It's a one-track mind. Can you make me the famous Queen's meal? Do you not have the famous Southgate bun cake? Terrorizing. Because of food. I understand. Look! Pointy-headed devil! Oh, Dan, please. You know, search your feelings. You know it's not true. So these people purposely have summoned the sandstorm for our little treehouse, so that way they could protect themselves. And they do a little jig to make it happen. Please tell me, is there anything I can buy from you? The anointments would be much help. Especially since I don't know what trouble does. Dan, what did you do with the small child that was here moments ago? If there's anything you can do, just ask me. Of course, I'll take every weapon and item you have. I'm fairly certain this is what we have equipped to Garnet right now, so we're not going to buy a second one. But who knows what we might need later on. I know we have a bandana somewhere, but we should get it anyway. These two things would be great for Freya. But we'll find out more of that later. Is there anyone in this home? Hello? No, I would not like to stay in your little home. Oh, I guess we're staying. I'm just looking for free stuff to pick up. Like that. Hello, little Moogle. Oh, Mopley. There's a letter for me! From Ruby to Zidane. I decided to start a small theater, but I ain't had any luck finding actors. I don't know anybody. Most of them are dead. I know we have a boss battle coming up sooner rather than later, so to ensure that we don't get slaughtered, we'll save in a different slot in case we have to take the whole party down to grind a little bit. So, we can come up this way. Oop, what's over here? People just leave everything around. I haven't hurt anyone, or they're a mushroom! I think they're a mushroom's gonna be queen. I love mushrooms. Oh, they are so good. They're so, I don't blame Queen for wanting to just eat the whole thing. Meanwhile, Vivi is being assaulted from left and right. You killed my father, you bastard. And even the children get in on the name calling. Well, a bit touchy today, aren't we? He's one of the demons. I haven't hurt anyone. And it's true. Well, I mean, besides the several black waltzes that he helped kill, but... if you've been here with us a little while, or you've been here earlier, they're talking about Quina, and as you can see, Quina's using all the pronouns. No one's really sure, but they're 70 to 90 years old, so they're just living their best life. And then we're just gonna head on up to the main party. After we just see if any of these people are going to give us something for free. Hello, anything to give us? No. But you do know how to dance, when Maiden Eileen. Hello, King. Now, if you've ever played Final Fantasy X, this space has always given me a Chamber of the Faith vibe. So it's like an area in Final Fantasy X where you, it's right before you enter the area where you get your Aeons, which are Eidolons in this game, so the Eidolons. And I played Final Fantasy IX technically before 10, but I was like 5, so I remember 10 a lot more. And this scene has always just reminded me of that. And the fact that they can't let you pass. I was told to convey the following message. This may take some time, so please wait at the end. But we've already taken a nap there. But okay. Oop, wrong way. I wonder if Vivi's still being accosted in here. Help! Not Night Oracle Donegan. The Antillion. The Antlion? Antillion? Antleon? Is mauling a kid! Oh, it's supposed to be a sweet, docile baby, and yet it attacks. The level of inaction. If you think you're good enough. I hope the rest of my party joins me for this battle. I'm coming. Oh my goodness! It's Puck! Puck is from the beginning of the game when you first start playing as Vivi. We're gonna save you! Is the child alright? Like, hell, I'm fine. That voice! That voice? Prince Puck. Oh, it's coming. It's massive. Don't think I'm going to be able to eat it, as funny as that would be. But maybe I can kill it. It's a good item. Ooh, not good. So we've got Regan on our little friendlies here, but that thing almost took us out in one go. You're going down. Maybe I'm not as strong as I think I need to be. This might not be good. Oh, okay, so Sandstorm doesn't actually kill you. It just gets you close. I guess everybody's just going to be loaded up on potions at every minute of the day. Oh, it's dead! But Zidane is not going to get any experience. Or, oh, just 18. Are you alright, Your Highness? You little rat. Okay, so I get that Freya left. I get that Sir Fratley, you know, her love interest left to go search the world. But if everybody's leaving, how is there a kingdom left? And the fact that the prince, who is probably somewhere between 6 and 10 years old, just also left. Like, what is happening? And he's just like, nah, I won't see my dad. Bye. I'm off to party. He's so rude. But he's the best friend I ever had. A first friend. Yeah, to be fair, he did try to tell him to be a slave. So. And the king's just so nonchalant about it. Again with the misconstrued time period. I'm so grateful you returned, even though you didn't. We will now conduct a dance to power up the Sandstorm. You know the right Sandstorm song they need to play. So she's standing up for herself. But first, she needs to do a small and quiet dance. She's on a 5-step recovery plan. I wonder what inspired this dance. Anything to ensure the character models don't actually interact. Those ankles must be made of steel. But the strings have snapped. A terrible omen indeed. And thus the power of dance was not enough to protect the city of Clara. And for the first time in 100 years, they see the light. Which might not have been so healthy for a tree. What happened? I don't know. On the top, there is a magic stone. We have used it to create the sandstorm. But somebody is invading. And they might be coming up the trunk. There can only be one in this sandy tree house. Oh, we've returned to Marcus and Steina over back in Alexandria, where they seem to have been suspended in a cage. You know, you might not like her warmongering, you might not enjoy what she's done for all of her crimes, but at least the Queen's dramatic enough to know how to imprison somebody. I must save the princess at all costs. She is just having tea in her room. Why did she arrest us? I must be sincere with her. She hasn't been herself lately. Actually, she's been rather strange since my birthday last year. Where a tall man came to visit. And Dr. Ta left at the same time. It seems that a year ago something quite sinister did happen. What? How dare you speak to me like that? Quiet! You are coming with us. What was that phrase again? The things they did say in children's games. But they don't care. They're like, you're coming with us no matter what. Elephant Mother. Queen Mother. Mother Elephant. Darling, there you are. Where were you? I've been worried sick. Here, come closer. Oh, we seem to have lost the right side of the screen. Mother, there is something I need to ask you. What is it, darling? I will tell you anything you wish to know. Is it true that you destroyed Bernicia? Oh, well, no wonder you look so concerned. That is far from the truth. And here she is about to spin her web. Is it true that the Bernicians wanted to destroy Alexandria? Was it truly a preemptive attack? But she took the initiative and wiped them out. Of course it's the truth. Should we believe her? Or should we tell her, no, Mother, it isn't. It can't be the truth. To be fair, Garnet never saw Bernicia. She doesn't know exactly what happened. Perhaps we should believe her. Are we as naive as we think they're supposed to be? I'm sorry, Mother. It's okay, darling. I'm happy that you understand. Enter man in a thong. The skirt, great, looking fine. The thong part, not so sure about. An act from a beautiful play. He's still on his little high horse about the canary. She must sleep for 100 years. What is this? The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It appears we were destined to meet again. And so whether you believed or didn't, you are sent off to Dreamland. And then your mother betrays you immediately. Minions extract the Eidolons from Garnet. Now, at least canonically, like from an internal standpoint, Garnet didn't know that she had like these powerful entities that she could call up on, which is why when you go into the summon section, she just couldn't do any of them, even though she didn't have enough MP. But like, she had them in them. So from like a game perspective, you could see them. Little cute tidbit there. And now they're going to absorb the Eidolons out from her body, which apparently they had to do until only after she was 16 years old. It also requires dance magic. They seem to be actively summoning through her. Oh, the sandstorm was there for 1,000 years, not even 100. So we can confirm Freya's suspicion and say it's definitely the queen. But we've seen Kuja, and we know what he's capable of. And he is the weird tall guy that showed up just about a year ago. Or we can just completely overlook it all and just be like, I'm just thinking about the girl. But let's cast suspicion on Kuja. But Frey is practical. She's not just locked into what ifs or could be's. So we're gonna apparently go down the trunk. And one of the things that I like about this game is that you actually switch between some of the different characters. So like now we get to play as Freya for a hot minute. Not much of a difference, but I'll take it. We're going to equip Man-Eater, though, because it's going to be super important for when we fight any kind of humanoid people. Hello? This could be the end. It's a little selfish, a little self-centered. Hello, King. Thank you for the emerald. I actually didn't know that they would give you one of those. The emerald goes in the last section, like you can equip it, and so we can see that, although I'll be dropping some points because I won't have the Geminus boots attached anymore, Freya can learn 2 abilities, so we're going to spend some time learning those abilities. Especially the White Wind one, I think that actually is a healing spell, so we need that. Especially without Garnet in our party. Hello? Is anybody home? Hello, Duck Dan. I don't believe there's any other collectibles to get, so we're just gonna meet on down here. I couldn't find Puck. I wonder if he went down the trunk. The city has very yummy sand. The things Quina will eat. Alright, so we've got everybody back together again, so perhaps there's some things to go on here. So the Mage Hat will give us a new fire spell. We can do the bandana later to get Insomniac. We can learn Jelly or Auto Potion. I guess we'll do Jelly for right now. We did Freya. Okay, we can do the bandana here. But I think that's going to be all the changes we can make right now. We are going to do, unless it forces us not to, we are going to do a little bit of some grinding down here, though. I feel like we're going to need it based on how badly we got thwacked. Hello, anybody down here? Alexandrian soldiers. They should be relatively easy. She ran away! So now if you can do a little foreshadowing though, notice how both of those soldiers were female. Think back to who is the general of the female soldiers. Hopefully we won't get slaughtered too quickly. This time or next time. Hello? Burn! So as we unlock more abilities, we have to keep conscientious of what that means. Hello, anybody back here? Nope, nobody back here. Hello, anybody over here? Nope. Also, no other enemies around. A moment. Those Alexandrian villains back there. Weren't they too few in number to constitute a determined attack? Let's wipe them out. Moron. They're under attack! Please come back! Ah. There she is. Dan! Wyland! The one that starts with a D. Run! They just keep coming. Move out of the way. Alright, so they're a little bit stronger, I'm sure. But I'm sure we can take them. So Vivi just learned poison. Oh, which is coming with the lightning staff. Alright. Oh, Stiltskin, what you doing up here? Of course I'll fund you. Please, I insist. I need you to continue on your journey. So we'll do a quick rest here. I think we can do some leveling up in the town. But of course, our whole goal is to get to the top and save the king and whoever runs Clara, I would assume. They're attacking from all angles. Now, I knew that was going to happen. So we're going to just have a nice little wasted... Oh, I'm so glad, Queenie, you don't commit cannibalism. But now Zidane's trance got restarted back to 0, which means that I can't use it for the boss battle. Oh, I don't know if you saw that. It happened really quickly, but when Queen stabbed them, Queen has the add status effect ability turned on, and every weapon has a different status effect attached to it. I think the needle fork that Queen has just adds petrification. So, we don't get points for killing that guy, but that's good to know. What are we to do? Do we go up or do we go right? I think we should go right. Have you seen my husband? Ooh, Leary. We haven't, but we know. Should they go left or should they go right? They just came from the right. It's rude. We gotta be fast before we lose them all. Freya just got this, so now we can move her weapon up the party. We're getting some abilities on it. Hurry, tell us which way now. Ooh. So we just saw those people run to the right. Up is to the castle. This is probably where the bad guys are. The left. What should we do? I don't know if there's a right answer, honestly. I just remember that sometimes when you make a choice, they get murdered. I guess we'll follow the other one. Go to the right. Die! Die! Get wrecked! Are we safe now? We're not safe yet. I feel confident in that one. I knew it wasn't over. We like this place very much. That's why we're here. Beautiful town, everything's so nice, but like we can't stand in the pretty area just because it looks nice. Everybody survived though. None of them got killed. Well, I mean, Dan died, but that's not our fault. Oh. Minions of evil, you have gone too far. My spear will purge this land of you. A stranger. And then I feel like he'd whisper this part. He'd be like, you shall fall like leaves in the wind under the force of my blade. Like he's not telling us. He's just really telling himself. Now run. Like that I feel like would be a whisper, but he's like directing it toward you guys. So Fratley, I have missed you so much. So she began her search for him immediately after he left, which was supposedly 5 years ago. But the king and Freya herself have said that she left Bermesia 3 years ago. What is the truth? Where have you been all of these years, the love of my life? To what corners of the world have you traveled? She's smitten. She shares her accolades of where she's gone in search of him. And then he patiently waits for his moment in the conversation, hearing that she thought that he was dead. And then he's like, Freya, you say? He's like, this is the first time we've ever met. So Fratley seems to have a case of amnesia. And she's like, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me! And he's like, I don't know. Hey, wait a minute. Now, Zidane might be a little much. He may say some pretty not appropriate things. But he's a good friend. We can give him that. And he must be a good listener, because Freya told him this years ago. And here we are. He doesn't remember anybody. But what made him come? Why is he here? As a matter of fact, he found him. A 6-year-old or 10-year-old, I don't know his age. Found the one person that they were all looking for. And so he came back as a dragoon. Aren't you gonna follow him? And she's like, no. The fact that he's still alive makes me happy. Like, Homegirl's lost her entire hometown, the people that she's known and loved, the love of her life. Her sister culture's under attack, and she's like, it's okay. Meanwhile, the dad's like, okay. So what happened? Oh, she's crying. It is a level of dramatic irony that is quite ridiculous. But her mind turns to battle. Have mercy. Like, this woman's got moves. Like, she's just everything. And she's like, time to leave. Hot villain. So now the game does you a do kindness, and then they let you check to see if you need to do anything before actually doing anything. So that's what we're taking a hot minute to do. Is there any items we need to change up before we go into battle? Now, I remember that there's a scene where Quina gets thrown off in the sandstorm, and I you know what, I might just be hallucinating. I don't know, we're gonna find out. Okay, we can't put Quina to sleep anymore. How's everybody else feeling? Thank you for money. Well, they're cards, but I'll treat them like money. And then, ladies, how we doing over here? Thank you for your patronage. But most importantly, how's this Moogle doing? So everyone's gonna take just a nice 8-hour long rest, a nice casual nap to regenerate all of their abilities. And Beatrix has been so kind to just wait outside the front door. Like, she's done that for us. This is a prime time to just re-highlight why I save in 2 slots. Like, let's say I really, truly just could not beat Beatrix in this upcoming moment. I could always load back to this and hopefully get a little bit more training. Or at least reconfigure stuff to make it work out. Do you really honestly think you can get away? And she's like, get away? And she's like, I will decimate you. So Quina won't eat the guards, but she's fine, they're fine, he's fine with eating her. Okay. So we have a few things that we can do to make sure that this doesn't end in disaster. So Freya's got the dragon ability to heal us, but also to heal us. Oh, 1 hit down. Not good. I don't know if we can slow or poison her, if I'm being honest with you. This may be worse than I thought. Oh, she's a lot stronger. We really can't do much right now, but we're gonna give it a go. Alright, so we got a sword from Steiner from her. Oh, instant murder. Okay. Not doing so well here. So Beatrix is like the pure definition of a paladin. She can and very much will heal herself. She can destroy people in one hand, but she can also cast really high level white magic. Fortunately, she doesn't in these battles. But it could be pretty bad. But just like before, Beatrix completely decimates us, and using her stock break ability brings us all down to 1 HP. We've got another scripted loss here. But they're making their way out. What now? Look out behind you. Wait, this is our chance to escape. He's gone. And thus she soars. However, the queen is like, I'm gone. I'm good. No thanks. It's 10. And so somehow, some way, the queen is able to use dark matter, which fits in the same column as all the gems, to be able to summon an Eidolon. She doesn't pick just anybody. She picks Odin, who's notoriously known in the series for one-hit knockouts. He enters and exits stage right. And what has all happened in probably one literal day for these folks. Freya is challenged with her third, or fourth at this point, life-ending traumatic event. This woman is unbreakable. Except now, she seems a little broken. So she barely has the energy to get off her feet and hide. But there Beatrix is. She's very excited. I will report to her shortly. And here we have sub-characters with actual character development. And for a moment, in what seems like a long time, finally a character in this whole game has said, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't follow orders blindly. But with no other choice, she persists. Can you see anything? It's too dark. And then you hear, Beatrice! Did you get the item? I feel like over time her voice goes from a haughty thought to just one that's completely filled with greed and malice. And she's like, this is it. With this I can finally. And she's like, no, I need one more. I must get the last jewel. Meanwhile, Beatrice is over here and she's like, not even a word of gratitude. And then with not yet another order, she immediately responds with discipline and is like, it's time to go. But what do you mean, Your Majesty? Garnet has committed a crime, and since she is no more use to me, I will execute her. What? Your Majesty. In years past, it's possible that she actually listened to Beatrice, or Steiner for that matter. But clearly she's listening to another person on the matter. We have to get to Garnet before this airship returns to Alexandria. And so Vivi has an idea. An excellent one, albeit dangerous. Excuse me? You thought I wasn't going to see you, did you? You're Sereno, I have a note for you. Let's read it together. By the time that it reaches Sereno, Clara might be destroyed. Stilton keeps saying, I've been through stuff like this before. We'll be fine. I feel like older people sometimes brush off or say, like, there's been other trauma, get over it. It's like, excuse me, the people who are living today, you know, the people who have not experienced this so far, this is a little devastating for them. As a millennial myself, I've lived through quite of the world's tragedies. Not something I'm proud of, by the way. But each one hits hard and fast, just like the next. So it's a thought. I don't know what the point of saving is right now, just because nothing really drastic has changed between this time and the last time. But I'm gonna do it anyway. So Vivi, what's your idea? What is it, my friend? Ah, yes, they use the pods to get there. So maybe we can become bubbles ourselves. I'm on my way! The time has come to escape. This is like one of those moments where, you know, you've split the party. Sure, it sucks, but maybe just maybe, if everything goes right, they'll all come back together the right way. Now, what's so interesting is I think this would actually work. So we need to get out of here. And so if we just shake the cage a little bit, we might be able to get out. Though the fact that nobody's noticed is a little concerning, but their problem is not my problem. I don't know if it makes a difference for which side you end up going off screen for. That'd be a nice little interesting note. Go! 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 Okay, I was off screen. Princess, I'm coming! So, we were playing a Steiner before and we stole the ice brand. Look at that. So we're gonna go from 20 attack to 35. We're going to rip through things. We have a few other items on here that we're gonna just use. And since these boots also teach alert, we can change this to the iron helm. It is weaker, obviously, but it gives us the level up ability, and that's gonna help us later on because with the level up ability, we can gain more experience a little bit faster. So obviously that's gonna be important. I don't think we're gonna see many of these things in the next few sections, so we can just go ahead and equip the ones that I think will be relevant. Maybe we'll just cut right through these people. 1,100 damage! Like, I don't know how the math works. 2,000! I don't know how the math works out going from 20 to 35, but if we didn't take the time to steal from Beatrix, like you shoot every boss, like, we would be doing 100 damage. Everything would take one turn. Of course, that might have been a rare drop for Beatrix, and therefore suck a little bit. We'll go up. Princess? And then Marcus literally abandons us. He's like, I'm out. Which I think is just an excuse for this to happen. I have no time for your silly questions. I must escape and rescue the princess. Enough said. Let's go! It's true. We were just on the Red Rose. And now we have 30 minutes to save her. Hi, Marcus. Aw, how sad. Now, if you sit here the whole time and the timer runs out, you get a game over, naturally. And this timer is going to run whether you're in a menu or not. And so you really need to think through what you're going to do, what you're going to choose. But it's not the end of the world for us to like rush or anything. 30 minutes is way too long for just about anything. But that's okay. And I think if we put on the speed up, it also doesn't affect the speed of, like, putting on speed up for the characters in the battles doesn't actually affect the clock itself, which is just a little bonus for us. We know she's in the castle, but we're gonna check out both well, the tower. 3,000 damage. Alright, so we can finally move up to this weapon. So the closest we're to getting to 35 is 24. We got a while to go. So that's okay. We're gonna collect that stuff. Red Rose, no, it hasn't arrived. Now, obviously, these two are completely useless. Not because they're men, but because they're Pluto Knights. We've got another ability unlocked. We're just really trying to get everything. Especially while we're here. Stop running away. You know, comparatively, these enemies are much weaker. Vivi's learned Thundara, or Thundara, depending on how you'd like to pronounce it. So we'll switch on over to another hat. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Everybody's leveling up, nice and juicy. Okay, so if we're just looking around, you know, we can see the Pluto Knights know nothing. Now here in the library, there's actually a book you can touch, the one up there, and that makes you fight a boss. I don't think we're strong enough to fight said boss, but it is something you can do. Fine, run away. Come on, let me destroy each and every one of you. Stop running away on me. That portrait is so unsettling. So I think we're doing good on time so far. I can't climb that ladder. There doesn't seem to be any items for me to pick up just yet. That's okay. We're living our best lives. The kitchen's over here. Maybe there's something in there that we can use. Everybody leveled up again. We haven't completely unlocked everything we need to, but we're getting there. So even though that timer's going, we have no worries in the world. Hello, welcome to the kitchen. The Queen's room is on the 3rd floor. Just everybody giving away the information. Now maybe one of the things we can do is if there's a Moogle in the room where we started this game, which is where you and Blank are. There's no clothes. Never mind. There's no Moogle in here. But if there was, I was gonna say let's see if we can save and see if we can attempt that boss from before. But it's fine. There will definitely be another chance. And then coming this way, we have the throne area. Man, she has quite the seat. She's quite the woman. So I imagine the Queen's room is going to be at the end of the hallway. But first, let's take a peek around. Anything good? Also, why are you in here, you creep? Oop, we can't go that way. Go. Will we get lucky? Yes, I think we will. Oh, no, maybe we won't. There's nothing better than being in a battle where it's like a boss battle, I guess you could say, where the character goes into trance in that battle. Obviously it makes things easier for you, but at the same time it also just makes the moment more dramatic. Let's make sure everybody's nice and healed. And now we're ready. Possibly. Third killer. Okay, we want to make sure we won't go blind. No petrification. Bring them on. Now, if you were reading as fast as I was, you know, there's like a hint from one of the scholars about the purple light thing, but if you try to leave, the game gives you a hint again. Secret tunnel. We don't leave any treasure behind. I noticed how we got the ice brand now, even though not that we've been nothing before, but the fact is, we would have been struggling with it. We're coming. Also, if you live all the way down here, like, might not be the best choice. This takes you down to the area before where they got arrested. And up here we'll find our quarry. Surrounded by the clowns. Oh, and we've made it to Sword City. We're gonna see why in a little bit, I think. I will destroy you, red and blue. Why do they bounce like that? Very weird. Burn. Oh, you've got something nice on you. I think this is the easiest I've ever had to do this battle, ever, in my entire life. So they say we're too late. We can't do anything to save her. She's dead. Absolutely agonizing for Steiner. But she's still alive! What is happening elsewhere, though? Marcus pushes through the evil forest to rescue his bro, Blank. Hello, Moogle. Aw, Mosh, you have nothing going on. Oh, but you've got a letter from Kupo. Mosh is like, I don't understand how the royal family thinks. They're just doing things. That is the problem with most monarchies. Lack of transparency, accountability. Usually why we don't have any anymore. Now, do we bring her all the way back upstairs? Are we taking her through the castle? We're gonna make our way. And now that we've made it into the lair of our enemy, and Steiner begins his identity crisis. We just say, you know what, she's tired. Let's put her on the couch. Not, let's escape the center beating heart of our enemy's lair. You're not your usual self. Well, for one, Steiner, you know, people are more than just the one dimension you paint them to be. I'm here for my own maturity. I'm not even upset. I'm just angry. There they are. They are there. And so now we have a problem. The only scoundrels around here are you and your fat queen. And yet, we do never learn, because here we go into battle yet again against Beatrix. Will she have a new item for us to steal? Oh, I should... Hello, Brooke! I'm getting slaughtered right now. By the baddest one in town. But we're doing our best. going down yet again. So we're really trying to keep them all alive, mainly just to get the points. Because we know we're going to be able to beat her, even though she keeps taking us out one at a time. So once again, for the third time, Beatrix has defeated us with one of her excellent magical powers. But, you know, as in all fantasy games, there's always somebody who's got quite the silver tongue. And so Zidane is going to challenge Beatrix's philosophy on her role and like her mentality. Kind of like how he did to Steiner at the earlier part of the game. And Beatrix is shook right now because moments ago, at least in the game, you know, her very own queen was like, first of all, the princess is home, and second of all, when we get home, I'm killing her. And Beatrix is like, no, please don't do that. Yes, the queen literally attempted to slaughter her own daughter, which is not actually her daughter. Steiner, it is time to accept the truth. And, you know, Steiner was almost there. He was right at the apex. He was at the precipice of tipping over to actually developing his own thought. And then he just completely regressed. He was like, nope, couldn't be, not my queen, never. But he on the low, you know, likes Beatrix, and so she's saying it. So naturally he's like, oh, I've made a decision. And Beatrix means well, but she immediately tries to ask for forgiveness from Freya on behalf of every Burmesian. And rightly so. Freya's like, yeah, you committed genocide. I don't think that's an option. But keeping it practical as always, Freya's like, save the princess. And there's like, you know, a little bit of womanly respect between the two of them. They're both warriors. They're both really tough women. One just is a rat. And, you know, to Beatrix's credit, like her whole world has shifted. She's no longer, technically she's no longer a general. She's going to betray her queen. But she's going to use her paladin-like white magic to see if she can do something. Now, Zorn and Thorn are literally a pain in our side, but Beatrix is like level 40-something. I'm sure she's got this down. Oh, my head. What happened? And they're really excited that she's alive again. What is all this ruckus? But instead of it being just somebody, it has to be the Elephant Queen herself. And immediately down to business. Not, oh, my daughter, oh, who are these freaks in my bedroom? It's like, hello, clowns. Have you done your job? And they're so excited to say. And now they're like, time to throw everybody in prison. And Beatrix is like, oh, no, this isn't happening. And she's like, I will destroy you. I think the only thing that would have made that moment a little bit more powerful is if the queen just went, you were never a daughter to me. But it's time to leave. Once again. This sprint of the game is the only time you get to play Treehouse, and she will destroy everyone. Interestingly, also, not only do you get access to all of the abilities that she used, you also get access to her white magic. And technically, if you're a person who likes to collect every key item in the game, the weapon that she's holding, the sword, is called Save the Queen. And you technically can get it. You can change her weapon, but no one else can equip it, so there's really just no point. And as we run away, it's been a long time since we've been able to play as Garnet, so there are a bunch of things that haven't been leveled up. There's going to be some items that we haven't had a chance to use. And she's also going to be leveling up, which sucks. The good news is we shouldn't have a problem fighting any of these Bandersnatch creatures if they were to even catch up to us. Get out of our way! But naturally, they're programmed to kill. And so if we open the summon for Garnet now, it's completely empty. Which of course now that she's about to get access to MP levels high enough to be able to actually do that magic, it's become pointless. We don't seem to be having anything going on here for her to be able to equip, so we'll just keep things going. Actually, hold on. It might be possible to... Oh, she already knows what these things are. Naturally, we'll just speed this up a little bit again. That sword really confusing. Where's Steiner? He's just moving really slow. And now Steiner finally turned keys. Take her to Dr. Top and keep her safe. And this, he didn't even stop. He didn't even obey an order blindly. He went and did the right thing to do. And so now it's Dagger's turn to have an existential crisis. We gotta go! Back up top, we have Freya and Beatrix fighting off more banner snatches. It's like a whole army. And Beatrix is like, no, it's not going to be easy, but I will literally kill them all. But fortunately, she has access to all of these moves, and so nothing's really that difficult. She's underappreciated, I'm just telling you. We're not done yet. Enough with your babbled fight. It's just, it's kind of like a friendly enemy lovers kind of situation. I'm just here for it. And Freya's like, I'm out. So it's time to go. You see the trap has been deactivated and now reactivated. I hate them so much. Oh, but what do you know? Marcus is here, and so is Wayne. Not only did they make it in time, but they made it back in time. Which just means that they're real ones, real true friends. Blank and Marcus, you've done this. You've done this for me. We've gotta go. And so they're trying to get away from the Gargantuans. But if I remember correctly, did we not get attacked by a giant purple worm? Oh, and Garnet's also having an existential crisis. All these years she's had people wait on her hand and foot, but she's never seen war. She's never seen, people sacrifice themselves for her. And being the brave one that she is, she jumps down. But this one isn't purple, it's green! But we should be able to take it on, no problem. Oh, now that I'm mini, it's not really going to do much for me. I don't know if I can do anything about him being mini, but let's find out. Perhaps a remedy will work. We've returned to full form. Oh, we've blinded it. I didn't even know you could do that. Every day I learn something. But we will take this thing down. By using focus, we can actually increase Evie's magic. Oh, we got a great piece of armor from this creature, which has a very long name. But we've taken it down. Come on, little buddy. You can do it. You can go a little bit faster. Oh no! Run! They should just throw little things at it. So if the creature doesn't stop, how will we ever get off? If we can't jump off, we'll die. Oh, we're gonna crash! Calling for her mother? For Mummy? Let us through. Uh-oh, they're in the doghouse. They messed up. Oh, Queen Brane. She's like, I don't want anything to do with those two fools. That she escaped with the pendant. Who are the guests? Phew. What a view. Who are you? Boisterous woman claims. Out of my way. Now, what's so interesting is that, like, if you're a person that pays attention, like, concept art and fan art and stuff, like, the original, like, for the PlayStation and, like, for the cover art for the Final Fantasy album cover, like, the red guy on the left is on the cover. And so at this point, like, you get introduced to the other four really quickly, but who the heck's this other guy? And I guess we're going to find out. Because we've got the boisterous woman Lani, apparently the world's best and most beautiful bounty hunter ever. And clearly Queen Brane needs something, otherwise she wouldn't be hiring such a lowlife. And so she has two needs. But before we get to those two needs, I just want to direct you to the pointed chin of the guy on the left. Do you see the like goatee? It's a full-on triangle. First, retrieve the pendant. It's a national treasure after all. And the other is to assassinate the black mage that's traveling with them. Poor Vivi. apparently he's a defect. What should I do if I meet resistance from the princess? Just get the pendant back. Do whatever you like. Is basically what she just said. Good day, Your Majesty. And we have not yet learned the name of the red-headed man. But he seems to be interested in the boy with the tail. Ooh, extra money if you take care of him. All right. And clearly dramatic. He jumped right off. And now she's off on another adventure. Where is she going? Who is she here to devastate next? We might not find out until next time. Because we will need to figure out what happens with our adventures in a little bit. So we're close to Lindblom Castle. We've traveled quite far. And Freya, Steiner, and Beatrix are nowhere to be seen. Both because they split the party and because we need to maintain a party group of 4 or less for battle purposes at the current moment. But the good news is, you know, Zidane's giving a pretty good justification. There's like 6 of them over there, you know? And there's just 3 of us. But if they all regroup in Treehouse, they might be fine. But, oh my god! An old man just showed up. Imagine this guy's name was Morris. He was just like, I'm the coffee guy. I've ascended to a new land. But no, this is Ramu. I've heard your name somewhere. I've seen your name in a book I read about summoning magic. You must be Ramu, the Thunder God. And naturally, Ramu has to rub it in her face and be like, did you know that summoning magic destroyed Clara? And Eidolon follows its summoner's orders. It responded to the orders of a woman filled with greed this time. Mother, no! I can't believe it. And she couldn't do anything about it. But she blames herself. Children do inherit the sins of their parents if they don't fix it. You are not the one who caused the destruction. But I must ask, what will you do now? If I were more powerful, if I could use summon magic, please help me. And clearly, we have somebody with a brain on their shoulders. It's like, to destroy some more things? And she's like, no, but yes. And so he reveals his true form. So I will give you a test. So he's going to hide some pieces of a story together. A story that we're going to figure out the next time that we play. And we have to figure out the part of the story that is true. And we must present the story to him. Both as a lesson learned and a way to get a better understanding about all of this stuff. And so we'll play as Garnet as we explore the different areas of this. It doesn't seem like we're going to be in any battles anytime soon, but this is the vest we got. Which might not be useful for anybody right now. But that's okay. Okay, it is one that will help Zidane later after we get 1 more AP. But it's a thing for later. No big deal. No worries. For now, we're going to save. See if Monty has anything. He just wants mail. He knows what he wants. And with that, folks, we've kind of reached the end of today's little sprint. So we've gone all over the Mist Continent. We've climbed the sandy treehouse. So we've seen the destruction of Clara. We visited Treehouse, which to me is still medieval Vegas. And Sword City is Alexandria, because literally right through the middle of it is a sword that literally overarches every single thing. So if you're interested, if you're having a good time, feel free to follow or subscribe, whatever works best for you. And we're going to play this whole game every Sunday between 10 and 2, roughly, until we finish it out. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Oh, wait, one more thing. We were playing some classic games the other day, and I found the original PlayStation 1 thing, but I also have one of the greatest hits versions, completely sealed still. So although I don't have a PlayStation to play this on, I'm never gonna let it go. And it's got all 4 discs inside, which I think is cool. And I'm not really sure where disc 1 ends for this game, but I think we've either hit it or we're about to. But anyways, that's been enough. I will see you all next week for another good time.